everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another anime review. I have just recently watched the entire series of Hello Kinmoza Hello. Of course I did originally, but I only had the first DVD because that was what came with another DVD that I got from I think it was More Fantasy from eBay. But of course we've got all the main characters, and Karen and Alice are from England, and Shinobu and Yoko, and I forget the girl with the long pigtails, unfortunately. Can't think of her name right now. Please don't flame me. But there's Karen and Alice and Yoko and Shinobu. I love this. Is a really fantastic display. And look at the artwork. I think it's really beautiful. Of course, here's another nice one. This has got to be one of the most endearing, cute, just lighthearted animes I've seen in a good long time. And it's basically your slice of life anime. And Shinobu, she's got this thing for blonde hair. And of course, Karen and Alice had her over for a homestay. And then she decided to live in Japan for a while. But the last episodes have her returning home for a week. It's like an exchange student program here in the States. And in the States, it's actually for a year that they stay in America and get used to the customs. And I guess a homestay is a similar concept. Yes, I've heard of it before. So Karen and Alice must be extremely smart. But the last episodes are all summer episodes, and it's absolutely outstanding. And Shinobu, what happens in one episode is she completely forgets her homework that she had over summer break, and they all have to really buckle down and get back to the grind. And Shinobu wants to be an interpreter, but she's terrible. Her entrance exam, the preliminary, she got a 5. I thought, ooh. But they all believe in her, and they all stick with her. And my interpretation is she eventually became an interpreter. That's what I want. I like happy endings. But it's just such a fantastic anime. And it's just too cute to boot. It's done in the traditional moe style, which means bud in Japanese. And, of course, that makes sense. But there are some hints of Yuri, but as for me, I could see those hints, but it's not to the point of being overt. It's just, little pokes and little jabs here and there. It comes off more as friendship than it does overt homoeroticism, because it really isn't. But if you wanted to take it that far, it's like, okay, fine, then yeah, knock yourself out. Japan is a very liberal country, and they're not against showing affection in that way. In fact, they were probably the first country that openly accepted gays. I'm thinking that they had a book about it, and it was very controversial at the time. Because I remember in Samurai Champloo, there was a scene where somebody from Holland had come, and he stated that he wasn't interested in women. He was interested in the man who was on stage in kabuki outfit. And I thought, yeah, because just like a lot of plays at the time, just in different countries, it was more common for a man to dress in drag and play a woman. And nowadays, a woman can do the same thing, and nobody really thinks twice about it. And come to think of it, I actually played a boy when I was younger. I was in Brer Rabbit, so yay! My first real stage presence. And I'll never forget that, because that actually got me in the acting bug. But I never really jumped into theater just because The last time that I did it wasn't really that enjoyable. The people I was, not the people playing music and behind the scenes who were producing, it was just some of the fellow actresses that I was working with got soused, and I just wasn't pleasant at all. I would cry because they weren't very nice. They were not kind at all. And here I am, completely miserable. I thought, you know what? Acting is not about feeling like complete crap and being treated like you're less than a dog turd, excuse my French. But yeah. Anyway, I got off track. But anyway, hello, Kinmoza, hello. It's a sensational anime. I give it 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, hands down. I'm glad I was able to see the ending of it because now it just seems to be much more well rounded. It's one of those series that it feels like you're having a cup of tea with an old friend, to make an analogy to the land of Karen and Alice's origin, which makes a lot of sense. And it's a lovely anime. You get to learn a lot about the culture, and they bring up how to fuda and things in summer, for instance, going to the beach and splitting open a watermelon. I never really understood the whole cultural aspect of that. Why do they do that? I don't. I mean, it's cool. I would love to do that myself just because I think it would be fun. And of course, they have different things they eat in the summertime and shaved ice. We have shaved ice here too. And you've got summer deals, and our culinary variety here in the States is something that's almost sickeningly marvelous, and just a little bit excess, but it's America. But they have this cultural appropriatism of England, and it's very interesting to see just how they portray the English people, and the English in this anime is actually pretty darn good. You can't even tell that they can't pronounce L's and R's. The actresses that were playing the role of Karen's mother, and Karen and Alice themselves were actually had superb elocution and pronunciation in their syntax. And everything that they said in English made perfect sense. Even the conversation that they had with Shino at the very end, it was just so adorable. And Alice, in her mind, she's going through so many different things at once and talking so fast. And I thought that is so true for any one of us who is learning a new language. I can attest to this because I'm a polyglot, but I don't speak other languages fluently to the point where it's lyrical and just rolls off my tongue. I'm like, ba 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 ba, and I mean, they understand. It's like, oh, your accent is absolutely sensational. I think, thank you, but I want to speak like you, and you speak so fast, and in English is no big deal for me. It's my mother tongue. So yeah, I totally get it, and I know why. If you're from another country, you get annoyed with me. I'm sorry. I should slow down, and I will explain myself, and everything will be well. And mostly, a lot of gestures in other languages and other countries are similar, but there's certain things that you shouldn't do. That's why I have guides when I actually do travel, which I will at some point in time in my life. But it was a good cultural exchange, I thought, and absolutely beautiful. And the friendship that the characters share is absolutely sublime. It's just, like I said, it's one of those series that you sit down and you relax and you laugh your butt off at. And then there are other times you see certain scenes and you go, oh, I mean, it just makes you so happy. And the colors are sensational. The artwork is just absolutely stunning. It makes me want to go to the beach really bad because I'm a water baby, and it's just the beach always calls me no matter where I am. I don't care what time of the year I'm thinking I gotta go to the beach. I don't care if it's wintertime. Take me to the beach, get me out of here. But I'm so into going to the beach, and the summer episodes are, of course, very apropos, this being summer. I really don't have that much else to say about Hello Kinmoza, although it is the most adorable thing I haven't seen. Of course, I haven't seen Pujimas yet, but I am going to eventually. There was another anime that I saw that came with Oshiete. I forget what it was called, but it was in a similar vein. It was also very cute, and it was just another slice of life like this one. This just chronicled the lives of an exchange student program and the everyday existence of these girls and things that they participated in. And She Knows Dreams. She Knows Dream was, oh man, I thought, yep, that's every fan's dream, just about. If you're really into something, and she's super obsessed with golden hair. I mean, blondes. I'm not blonde, I'm strawberry blonde, but uh, if I were to go and visit Shino, she would probably not want me to leave because I am strawberry blonde. uh, I love the beach episodes, especially with the hermit crab incident was really hilarious. It's a gangster of the sea. Get it away. Don't let it pinch me. Don't. It's so funny. But if you want to see a series that is just very lighthearted and easygoing and not a lot of action, there are some scenes. I was actually surprised that I cried a little bit. It caught me off guard, but it was something, it wasn't sad. It was just something that really touched my heart. Just dealing with the friendship. And friendship, I see kindness, compassion. That's the one thing other than music and love in and of itself. Agape. This series is about agape love more than anything else. And it just is really outstanding, and I loved every second of it, and I couldn't agree more in recommending this to people. And you know what? I'm thinking that this should be one of the things that you see first, just to see how sweet and innocent and fun and enjoyable and entertaining anime can really be without going over the top and being fan servicey. This really wasn't fan servicey. It was more under the radar, and it was just cute. I can't say that much more about it. It's just utterly precious, these girls. And it reminded me a lot of my friendships and the friendships I've had, the friendships I'm making, and how friendships grow over time. They even show two of the sensei together. Should I say sensei? Senseis together and reconnecting and realizing that youth is not wasted on the young, and you don't have to grow up. And one sensei said, you're always young if you have that playful spirit. And I thought, yeah, that's true. If you've got the heart of a child, you're never going to really truly grow up. And honestly, to be that way, it's better, because you enjoy life. I think you savor it more, you take more of it in, and everything's more wonderful, and it takes upon an awe and marvel. Just everything does, honestly. And life is an adventure. It should be treated as such. It's not boring. It doesn't have to be. And even this shows things that we would consider mundane to be completely terrific. And I tip my hat, because this is a superb anime, and I loved every second of it. And I'm keeping it in my library because I liked it so much. So until next time, live long and prosper. Ciao tutti!